Hey you guys, it's NOIR, aka Day Day, and the last time we were here, it was a bit of drama that went down. So what happened was she had went on a date with Montavious, and she hooked up and had woohoo with Hunter. She got caught because Montavious was being loud in his apartment with his best friend, and she went over to tell him to stop. And Hunter came out and kissed her, and Montavious slapped her. So of course, once he put his hands on her, she was like, you know what? I can never date a man who puts their hands on me. But Montavious apologized. They got over, and he's still salty about it, but he's over taking a shower in her apartment, and he's also crying or doing whatever he's doing because apparently his water is not working right now. But Naomi thinks that he's just coming over because he wants to see her. He wants to figure out what's going on. Can he wheedle his way back in? Can he slide or whatever? And Naomi, she's not falling for it. She's hip to the BS, and she's not letting it go down. She's just chilling. He's washing up. Apparently, he does stink, as you can see the stink fumes from him or whatever. So he comes out and he's looking good as usual. Naomi's just chilling. She's gonna just be friendly with him. She doesn't want to make it seem like she still wants him or whatever, but she's gonna compliment his outfit because he looks good or whatever. Just chilling, just having fun, just chopping it up. As you can see, they're still flirty. There's still sexual tensions and stuff. And Montavious is like, she likes me. Like he knows that she's still feeling him. But and Naomi knows too. But she's like, you know what? You put your hands on me. Like, how can we get past that? Yes, I cheated on you or whatever, kinda, but not really, because we weren't even serious. Like, we had just had one date. Like, I can date and kiss and woohoo with whoever I want to. So Naomi's like, you know what? That's not even cute. But what's funny is that right now there's a romance festival in the neighborhood. So she wants to check it out. She wants to, go there with somebody, but she knows it can't be Montavious. So she's thinking that she's going to go to the romance festival either with Hunter or just go by herself. You know what I'm saying? And maybe meet someone new. Like, it doesn't just have to be Hunter and Montavious. It could also be another potential guy that's out there for Naomi to date. So Naomi looks out the window and she's like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. So she looks out the window, she sees all these lights and stuff and the beautiful music, the Asian inspired music. She's just like, this is really nice. So she's like, yes, I'm definitely going to this festival because I have to see what's going on. And yes, I want to take Hunter. So at this point, she's like, you know what, I'm going to take Hunter. So she gets out her phone and she dials Hunter up. And she's like, Hunter, I know we kind of moved really fast and we kind of woohooed on like the first date. Or not even, we didn't even have a date or whatever. But let's hang out. Let's go to the romance festival. It's right outside our apartment building, right in our neighborhood. Why not take advantage of this festival? And Hunter's like, sure, let's go, because Hunter really likes her. Even though she's unlike any girl, that he's ever dated, he's like, she's different. She's unique. She's smart. Everything that I like. I mean, who wouldn't want a smart, beautiful girl or whatever? So Hunter is down. And she's just gonna go to the festival. She might wait for him to come, or she might, meet him there. But right now she's waiting for him, and she's like, "What's going on? Like, what's taking Hunter so long?" So she calls him up to invite him, and it says in her GPS system that he's nearby. So she's like, you know what? It's taking too long, and right at that moment, there's some hearts going on. Like she hears that someone is woohooing in the apartment next door, and she's like, "Is that Montavious?" And she's like, "No, this nigga didn't." But she's like, "You know what? I'm not even going to bother myself with Montavious and his petty ass, jealous, trying to make me jealous games." So she's going to go to the festival and just wait for Hunter to get there because he's taking entirely too long to get to her apartment. Like he don't like is he shaving? Like is he? She don't know what Hunter's doing. Like he must be really trying to get himself together to meet her. So she's just going to go on to the romance festival and wait for Hunter and meet him there basically. So she's at the festival and she gets this drink that's supposed to make you really flirty and make you like feel really romantic at the festival. So she sits down and drinks. She's just gonna drink. It's some kind of alcoholic beverage, and when she drinks it, and it's kind of making her feel like really loose. As you can see, she was really angry at Montavious for that stunt that he pulled. But as soon as she drinks this liquor, it's just, it starts warming her up. And sure enough, she is very flirty. She is ready to mingle. She's looking around. She's mad at Hunter too. She's like, you know what? If you just came when I called you over, I wouldn't even have to witness Montavious woohooing with this other girl. So she's mad at him. Like, I mean, she's upset with him, but at the same time, she's feeling flirty now. She's loose. She's released her inhibitions or whatever, and she's looking around. She decides to sit down on the bench, and just as she sits down, as you can see, Hunter comes. Hunter looks good as usual. She likes his style. Like she likes that Hunter is not like into like name brands. He just wears different things or whatever. So she sees that Hunter is angry as well. She doesn't know why Hunter's angry. Maybe because he was in the apartment too and he heard that loud music. But they're talking, they're flirting, and they're feeling each other. But Naomi's so mad that she accidentally takes out her frustrations on Hunter, which she apologizes for. She's like, you know what? I'm very sorry for talking to you in that way. I'm mad at someone else, not even your fault. Hunter's like, yeah, I understand. So Naomi thinks that it'll be a good idea for her and Hunter to drink some of that flirty alcohol together, so they both can be, in the same mood, basically. So I don't know what happened or how this happened. Maybe the sexual attraction is so real, because I could have sworn that I clicked for them both to get a drink, but right now they are on their way back to the apartment to woohoo. Isn't this crazy? Like, I did not ask them to do that. They're doing this on their own. This to me is a sign that Naomi really likes him and that they really have this sexual attraction to each other. Like, it's just natural, basically. So they finished woohooing, and once again, it was ecstatic. It was great. Naomi is definitely feeling some kind of way from that good loving that she just had. And she decided that she's just going to go out and kiss him. And she's just been thinking, and she just thinks that it's right for them to be together. So she kisses him, and she just sweeps him off his feet. They're both into the kiss or whatever. And she just, and while they're talking, Hunter out of nowhere is like, this is going to sound crazy or whatever, but I know that we just started talking, but I really want you to be my girl. Like, can we be together? Like, would you mind being in a relationship? And Naomi is like, yes. And they're both, ecstatic. And they are together. They are officially a couple. And Naomi's like, you know what? Move in with me. So she asked him to the family. And now Hunter is officially, you guys, in a relationship. I mean, not in a relationship. Yes, they are in a relationship, but he moved in. They're shacking up, and Naomi never thought that she would shack up with somebody this fast after literally just meeting them, but it feels right. So she's going to go along with it, you guys. she loves it. So they're going to go to sleep, and they're going to wake up and have their first morning together as you guys, they're a couple. So it's the next day, and Hunter is at his residency. Hunter is a doctor. He wants to be a general practitioner, but he also is thinking about taking an additional residency in surgery as well. Hunter, since Hunter's now a part of his family, I guess we would now be chronicling his life as well and detailing his life. He come from the wealthy Dearborn family. Like I said, they got their money from a big from pretty much farming and doing goods and stuff like that. So Hunter is familiar with that. They own several big, large chains. It started off as a store specifically, selling ice cream, but they eventually branded and did other stuff as well. Like they venture out into being sort of like a kind of like a Walmart. Like they own a chain of grocery store. So instead of selling like dairy like ice cream products, they sell everything, and they become so big and so wealthy and so rich. But as I said before, Hunter didn't really agree with his parents like that. Like they were conservative and very Trumpy-ish. So he just kind of was the black sheep of the family, and they noticed it. And he kind of got disowned, but they weren't going to disown him. Like they offered to give him a little bit of money to, start his life. But he was like, no, I will go out on my own. Lucky for Hunter, he always had really good grades. So he was able to get into medical school, and he kind of second guessed his decision to, not get any help from his parents. So he did go back and was like, Mom, Dad, the least you can do, I know you offered to give me some money to, start my life, but could you just pay for my medical school? So they paid for his medical school, and now he's in his residency or whatever. So when he finishes this, he will be a full-fledged doctor. So we're just gonna have him discuss general health with the patient. Like for right now, he's working at a hospital, the biggest hospital in the Sims universe or whatever. And it's also connected to the university that he went to as well. So he's very familiar with this hospital, and he's just going through the day. He took his sample, now he's analyzing the sample. So Hunter likes it. He likes being a doctor, and he likes the fact that he can make money without a lot of help from his parents, because they did pay for his education, but like that's the least that they can do. Hunter was never really a kid who asked for much, but he's used to having a lot. So even though he's not too much like his parents, the materialistic side of his parents kind of rubbed off on him. So he's kind of materialistic, and you will see that come up a lot during our time with Hunter. So Hunter just gave him his medication. He diagnosed him successfully, and he's cured. So as you can see, Hunter is doing a really good job, and Hunter has a lot of time left, and he's already like halfway through his work day. So he's doing really well. It's natural to him. But also, not only is Hunter interested in medicine and the pharmacy side of it, but he's also interested in the homeopathic, natural part of medicine, like the things that come from the earth that can naturally cure you. So he kind of is interested in both sides of the family, and when of not the family of medicine or whatever. And when he gets established and stuff like that, he really wants to get into the natural part of medicine, as well as the more business side of it, like what we're all used to, that the medical industry has kind of become, basically. Now we're with our girl Naomi. She's looking at the current gigs available for someone with her level of experience. And as you can see, it's chump change. Like, this is nothing. So Naomi's like, you know what? I need to really hit the books and really get my skill level up. So she's going to practice programming because that's like the easiest way for her, at least, to get her level up.
Orphan. Oh.
Hunter, he doesn't just want to be like there or whatever. So he's going to make himself useful and cook dinner while Naomi is studying. So he's cooking he's going to cook some franks and beans or whatever, and try to be a help to Naomi because he notices that Naomi is a hardworking girl. She really puts her all into whatever she does, and if he can help her out in any way, he will do it. So he's going to cook dinner while she is working. Also, the bills are due. Even though they don't have that much money, they have enough of the bills. It's 500. Rent is 500. So they have enough to pay the bills, but it's a huge chunk of their money. So we're gonna have Hunter cook, and then we're gonna have him pay the bill. So he's already finished cooking the franks and beans or whatever. So he's going to pay the bills. So he's paying the bills, and he passes Montavious, and Montavious says some slick shit. He's like, punk ass nigga, and Hunter's like, excuse me, what? Like, Hunter's like, wow, this guy is so immature. So he goes back in the house. He's not even going to dignify himself with with Montavious's childish games or whatever. As you can see, Naomi is hard at work. Like, she is really trying to get her skills up so she can get checked for gigs or whatever. She's finished. She feels like she's gotten her skills up. She's been working for hours. So she's browsing to see what is available now, and she's looking, and she sees that she's able to get a higher paid job for 2,000 plus, and with every web page that she finishes, because it's to finish web pages, she gets money, and then she'll also get the flat fee whenever the job is done and all the web pages are done. So as you can see, freelance work is where it's at. It's a huge way to make money fast and at your own speed, and you pretty much are your own boss. You're working for yourself. So as you can see, she finishes. She is making money. At first they had like almost 1,000. They had a little bit over 1,000. They're already up to 7,000 because they're just grinding and working hard. So it's the next day. Naomi still asleep because she been working all night, making money, of course. And Hunter got up to get breakfast, and he starts like hearing a lot of loud noise, like somebody was banging on the door, and he's just sure that it is Montavious, but it's not exactly Montavious, but it is Montavious' best friend / roommate, Reggie Combs, playing loud music right in front of their door, obviously trying to get a rise out of them, like obviously fucking with them, obviously just trying to disturb the peace. Montavious has cried to Reggie and was like, you know what, she used me. She made it seem like she liked me. She really wasn't. But she with this white man. And how could this is what black women are doing nowadays. And how could a sister betray him in that way? So he's just playing loud music. And Hunter can't be bothered with it. He has to go to work. He has to do his thing. And as you can see, Reggie is just playing loud music, and he's not going to stop. He is trying to get under their skin, and at any cost. He doesn't even care about anybody else that may hear it. He's just trying to F with Naomi and Hunter, and it's working because they're both pissed. And I'm just happy that the loud music did not wake up Naomi because she needs her rest. She needs to her rest because she's been working so hard to make some money. So she gets woken up out of her phone, and it's Reggie. Yes, the same Reggie who was playing loud music to get under Naomi's skin is also Naomi's friend. Now, off screen, I kind of made them become friends, so they're actually really cool. Like, they're actually friends. Like, I actually think that she's more friends with him than she is Hunter. Like, Hunter and her have that strong pink bar, that sexual romantic chemistry, and her and Reggie are have a high friendship level. So she's just gonna get ready and she's gonna go to GeekCon because Reggie invited her to GeekCon, so she's gonna go because she is a geek. She's a tech girl, you know what I'm saying? So she loves that shit. So she's gonna go and hang out with Reggie and ask him like, what's the deal? Why are you effing with me? Like, you need to pick a side. Are you Montavious his friend, or are you my friend? And not even are you his friend or my friend, but if you are my friend, you can't continue to do things to bother me. So as you can see, the tech setup is not as pretty and visually appealing as the romantic festival, but it's still cute. So she's gonna go and eat a hot dog or a veggie burger or whatever. She's trying to get healthy. That's one thing that Hunter is kind of rubbing off on her. Like, they've been living with each other for a couple of weeks now, a couple of days, and his ways are rubbing off on her, but in a good way. Like, why not be healthy? So we're gonna have her eat a veggie burger, and then she's gonna go to the observatory at GeekCon because that's one of the things she has to do, for attending to the GeekCon, and then also explore some stuff. And so she's eating her veggie burger. It's really good. She's enjoying watching everybody play. Her fellow geeks and nerds enjoying themselves. And it start raining. And she's like, oh my God. She's looking around at like the computers and stuff, like to see if it's anything covering them. And there's not. So a lot of things are getting ruined, you know what I'm saying? Like, she felt like this is a poor setup. Like, how the hell are you going to have GeekCon on a day where it's raining and then you have all these electronics out where they can get rained on? So she's pissed. Like, she just got here and now she's not going to even be able to do anything. It's just upsetting her. So she's finishing her burger. She's looking around, waiting for Reggie. Once again, like, she's like, what is with these niggers? Having her waiting. Like, how are you going to invite me somewhere or meet me with somewhere and you're just late or whatever? Like what's the deal? So while she's waiting for Reggie, she decides that she's going to buy some merch. She's going to buy and wear her GeekCon shirt. Just buy some merchandise. She can't really play with the computers or, do any gamings. So she's going to buy a shirt. And while she's doing that, she actually sees Reggie walk by. So she knows that Reggie's here. And she can't wait to hang out with him, but also confront him about why the hell he's been throwing shade and just being extra aggy towards her. And just being rude and just trying to purposely get under her and Hunter's skin. So she's finally at the table with Reggie and they're talking, and she just gets right down to it. She's like, Reggie, I thought we were friends. Like, what the hell? Like, why are you always doing this and that? And he starts mocking her and like, bruh, like, we are friends, but I think it's messed up how you did my dog. Like, y'all went out on this date, y'all had a good time, y'all kissed, y'all were vibing, and then the next thing you know, you're hooking up with another guy on the same floor as Montavious. Like, that's disrespectful as fuck. Like, you wrong as hell. Like, you flaw as fuck for that. And Naomi's like, Dude, like we had one kiss, one date. We weren't together. We're not obligated to talk. Like how could you like it's not even that serious. So she just gets up. She's like, we're still cool. We're still friends and all, but I'm mad. I honestly am. So she goes to the observatory and she looks at the apartments. And as you can see, she's actually embarrassed by because she got caught looking at the apartments and thought that she was peeping toms. But she was also gets a positive mood lit for just being around her fellow geniuses. You guys saw that, right? Naomi is a genius. Excuse me. So she's done with GeekCon and she's just gonna go back home. She's tired. She's had a fun day of hanging out with her fellow nerds and stuff, and talking to Reggie. So she's home and she sees that her computer is broke. Like I told y'all, Naomi has been on her grind. So she's been grinding so much, doing these programming gigs and getting work left and right and just making money, stacking money. Remember, this is the Rags to Riches challenge. So we're going to get Naomi as rich as we possibly can, by the end of her life. So she messed up her computer. So she's going to call a repairman and, have him come and repair it. And it's a pretty cheap repair, no more than $200. So Naomi set. So there was some kind of glitch with my game for some reason. Like, I called the repairman and he supposedly, quote unquote, came and took the money out of my account, but my computer was still broken. So I just went ahead and bought a new computer, or replace that computer, and I just gave myself the money for my new computer because supposedly I was charged for a repair that didn't happen. So as you can see, Naomi is about to start a new job, and she has to repair systems and study systems and stuff and hack. So this is right up Naomi's alley. So she's about to make some more money. And she just leveled up as well. So she's really leveling up in programming and making good money. Like, you can see that she, the money's starting to stack up. So Hunter was just out for his run. Hunter's very active. He loves to exercise and work out and lift weights and stuff like that. And as you can see right now, he is tense from his, being materialistic. He hasn't bought anything for a while. So he's back at the apartment and he sees that once again they're playing loud ass music, just being aggy neighbors. So Hunter's like, Naomi, you know what? We have to move. Like, I cannot deal with this. Like, I'm in my residency. You're hard at work, programming into the wee hours of the night, and they're just making all this loud noise, and I can't deal with it. So Hunter decides that, we have to move. We're gonna grind and make as much money as possible, and we are going to move. Like, I cannot deal with this. And Naomi is she's kind of skeptical because they don't have that much money to move yet. But Hunter's like, it doesn't have to be right now, babe. Like, we can in a couple of months, like, you're making $9,000 to $7,000 to $9,000 with every programming thing that you're doing, and I'm making $500, and then I'm going to be graduating soon and becoming a full-fledged doctor. So I think that we can make it if in a couple of months. So Hunter gives them like 3 months to rack up money and try to so they can move. So it's the next day, and Naomi has been working all night long programming. As you can see, she just made $3,000 something, and they're already at $12,000. And as you can see, they will probably make their budget to $100,000. And if not, they'll just have to go with whatever they can the amount they can go with so that she can move. That's in this video. Next episode, I think we'll be house hunting, and we're going to get them a nice new home.